Oh man, hey.
Let's talk about Joe Burrow, y'all. Let's talk about Joe Burrow. Since it is list season, Joe Burrow's name will be among the upper tier, and unrightfully so. So we're just going to help the people understand where Joe Burrow ranks in the pecking order. I don't care where, just behind Jalen Hurts. But I just want to give a little reminder that this is a pick six. Joe Burrow throwing a pick six to the non-NFL team in the Fanatics flag football game. Oh my goodness. You might be like, well, why does that matter? Well, we're not going to play the whole thing, but right here, you see Joe Burrow, he throws a pick six in week 14 against the Bills, and Christian Bedford, this is the person that's on your screen right now, he goes 63 yards to the house to ice the game. Do you see the score, y'all? It's 28-25. The Bills won this game in week 14. Why does this matter? Because in the very next week, if we see this against the Ravens in week 15, he throws an interception to Kyle Van Noy, and he gets the pitch back to Gilman for 89 yards to seal the game. You see the score? They still had a chance with 7:50 left to go, right? Down 17. My quarterback would never.
This is what greatness looks like.
But down 17, if they get another score now, if their defense gets a stop, then they could put some more points on the board. But no, he throws a pick six to ice the game. Back-to-back weeks. Week 14 against the Bills, week 15 against the Ravens, right? So how does Joe Burrow repay the fans of Cincinnati? That's what I want to know. How does he repay the fans of Cincinnati for sticking through him and his brittle bones throughout the season, right? You see here? Oh my goodness. Devin Bush in the red zone. He throws a pick six to Devin Bush, 97 yards to the crib. Joe Burrow just doing what Joe Burrow does.
You ain't balling, you pump faking.
You know, that's 3 pick sixes. 2 of them were back-to-back weeks. Another one was at the end of the season for the fans of Cincinnati. And here's another stat, y'all. Here's another stat. 8 games played is the fewest games for a pick six leader since Trent Edwards in 2009.
Simple Simon ass motherfuckers.
Joe Burrow only played 8 games, and it's the fewest games played for a pick six leader since Trent Edwards in 2009. Can y'all believe that? So I want y'all to take that stat with you. Just remind everyone that he had 2 pick sixes to ice a game, 3 pick sixes, one against a flag football team, another against the Buffalo Bills, and another against the Baltimore Ravens. And lastly, I will say this. I saw what Dan Orlovsky said, that nice little story about him, Jalen Hurts, and his son all having a moment. You know, that was cool. That was cool. And then Dan comes over the top and gives a real assessment of Jalen Hurts and his quarterback play and puts him in the top 10, right? Which sounds good, but guess what? Your boy's not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Why is this? Because 1 or 2 takes doesn't make up for the past 4 or 5 years. All right?
Fuck that!
That's right. I'm going to need about 4 or 5 more years of rational takes from Dan Orlovsky for me to accept this as what it is. All right? That's what I need. Because I remember the same thing happened last summer when he was sitting on his back porch in front of an American flag saying Jalen Hurts is underrated and this and that. And 2 weeks later, he's on TV doing the bait and switch. And fans at the time, they were like, well, Dan, why don't you say this on TV? Dan, we need you to say this on the national settings. Nah, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need Dan Orlovsky's pat on the head. Jalen Hurts doesn't need Dan Orlovsky's pat on the head. You know why? Because Jalen Hitman Hurts is already a champion. Him and the Eagles have been whooping up on these alleged top 5 quarterbacks.
Smoking on your top 5 tonight.
And Jalen Hurts knows how to close the deal. All right. And another thing, this is why this whole pick a side segment even exists. Because somebody's lying, man. Somebody is lying. Either the people on this side, me, and all these people, our eyes are deceiving us, our body, our soul, our ears, everything that we've seen over the past 6 years and the development and what this man has been able to accomplish. Either our belief is completely wrong and skewed, or these people over here, from what they've heard Jalen is comfortable with, what Jalen doesn't want to do, what he wants to do, and how he limits the offense, somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. So we're going to find out this year, right? We're going to find out this year, and I can't wait for it. And in fact, I see that Dan Orlovsky isn't even up here. We're putting them on the non-believers. Dan, I'm still on your ass. We need 4 or 5 more years of rational takes on national TV before I put you even in the middle.
So let me go on record as saying, I am a man's man. I am a champion of champions. Do you people understand? Do you understand? This is what greatness looks like. Take a good look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
But that's all I got. I want to thank y'all. Shout out to the subscribers.
This is culturally inappropriate.
That's right. But that's all I got. Like, comment, and subscribe. Go Birds.
Nigga, you gonna get down or you gonna fucking lay down?